I let AI run my business for 30 days, real results. For a long time, I believed that working harder was the only way to grow a business. Longer hours meant more progress, more control, and more success. But over time, the workload increased while the freedom disappeared. Every day started with emails and ended with unfinished tasks. Growth was happening, but so was exhaustion. That's when I started questioning something important. What if the problem wasn't effort, but structure? AIAutomation had been everywhere, but I treated it like a tool, not a system. I used it occasionally, never fully trusting it. Then I decided to do something uncomfortable. I would let AI run my business operations for 30 days and observe the real results, without interference, excuses, or shortcuts. This wasn't about trends or hype. This was about survival, scalability, and sanity. Defining the experiment. What AI could and could not do. Before starting, I defined strict boundaries. I would manage operations, communication, and repetitive decision-making. I would handle strategy, vision, and final approvals only when necessary. If something could be automated logically, AI would own it. I integrated AI into email handling, lead qualification, customer support, content planning, internal reminders, reporting, and scheduling. Every automation had a clear rule set. I didn't guess. It followed systems. Once everything was live, I stepped back. Week 1. Learning to trust the machine. The first week was mentally difficult. I kept checking dashboards, logs, and conversations. I felt anxious watching AI reply to real clients. Normally, I controlled every word. Now I was supervising outcomes instead of actions. What surprised me was the consistency. I didn't delay responses. It didn't forget follow-ups. It didn't send emotional or careless messages. Everything was calm, professional, and structured. By the end of week 1, I realized something uncomfortable. Most of my daily work did not require me. How AI took over daily communication. Email was the biggest time drain before automation. Every notification felt urgent. I changed that completely. It categorized messages, identified intent, responded to repetitive questions, and flagged only critical issues for my attention. Meeting scheduling became automatic. Follow-ups were perfectly timed. Clients received instant responses regardless of the hour. What once took hours now takes minutes of review. Instead of reacting all day, I received summaries. That alone changed how my brain felt. Lead management without human fatigue. Before automation, leads were chaotic. Some were serious, others were not, and sorting them required constant attention. I changed the entire flow. Every lead was evaluated based on behavior, responses, and intent. High-quality leads received personalized messages instantly. Low-quality leads were filtered politely. Warm prospects were nurtured automatically until they were ready. By the time I spoke to a client, the conversation was focused and efficient. Conversion rates improved not because I worked harder, but because the system worked smarter. Client onboarding that ran on autopilot. Client onboarding used to consume energy. Explaining processes, sharing documents, answering repeated questions, it was exhausting. I took over the entire onboarding journey. New clients received structured guidance, instant answers, and clear instructions. I monitored progress and reminded them automatically. When I joined the process, clients were already informed and confident. The experience felt premium, even though it was automated. Content creation at scale without creative burnout. Content creation was another area where AI changed everything. Instead of starting from zero, AI assisted with research, structure, and repurposing. Long videos became short clips. Ideas turned into outlines. Publishing became consistent. This didn't replace creativity. It removed friction. I spent time refining ideas instead of fighting blank screens. Content volume increased without stress, and consistency improved across platforms. For the first time, content felt sustainable. Customer support that never slept. Customer support surprised me the most. I handled common questions instantly, regardless of time zones. Customers no longer waited hours for replies. Satisfaction improved simply because responses were fast and clear. Complex issues were escalated to me, which meant I only handled problems that truly required judgment. Support became calm instead of reactive. Speed mattered more than the source of the reply. Mid-experiment realization. Time was the real profit. Halfway through the experiment, I noticed something important. Revenue wasn't the biggest win. Time was. I was saving more than 5 hours every day. Stress dropped. Focus improved. I wasn't stuck inside operations anymore. I was thinking about growth, partnerships, and long-term strategy. The business felt lighter, cleaner, and more scalable. This is when I realized AI didn't replace work. It removed noise, mistakes, failures, and reality checks. AI is not magic. Early workflows had flaws. When instructions were unclear, AI followed them exactly, even if the result wasn't ideal. This taught me a critical lesson. Automation requires clarity. AI doesn't think for you. It executes for you. Once workflows were refined, performance improved dramatically. The final numbers after 30 days. By day 30, the results were undeniable. Daily working hours dropped significantly. Operational stress nearly disappeared. Revenue remained stable and even increased in areas influenced by faster response times. The business no longer depended on constant human attention to function. It ran smoothly, predictably, and efficiently. I had built systems, not just workflows. The bigger truth about AI automation. This experiment revealed a bigger truth. AI automation is not about replacing humans. It's about removing friction, fatigue, and inefficiency. It allows businesses to scale without burning out the people behind them. Companies that adopt AI early gain leverage. Those who delay will struggle to compete, not because they are bad, but because they are slow. AI is no longer optional. It's infrastructure. Life after the experiment. After 30 days, I didn't turn the systems off. I improved them. I became a permanent part of my business. I will never return to manual operations. The biggest change wasn't financial. It was mental. I regained clarity, energy, and control. That alone made the experiment worth it. What this means for you. If you're running a business and are constantly overwhelmed, the problem is not effort. It's structure. You don't need to work harder. You need systems that work for you. AI automation is not the future. It's the present advantage. So that's what really happens when you let AI run a business for 30 days, not hype, not theory, just real results. Some things worked better than I expected, some completely failed, and a few honestly surprised me. The biggest lesson? AI isn't here to replace business owners, it's here to scale the ones who know how to use it properly. If you want to learn how to build similar AI automations, start an AI automation agency, or use tools like N8N to save hours and grow faster, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Drop a like if this experiment helped you, and comment below. Would you trust AI to run your business for 30 days, or even longer? I'll see you in the next video, where we go even deeper into real AI automations that actually make money.